Typically, I guess traditionally with us, because we're headquartered in the UK, the way we've grown our business is knocked on the doors of European headquarters, usually of US-owned technology companies, and we help them with those technology stacks and the processes and their go-to-market strategy in Europe, which is more complicated because of language, because of culture, and the systems and the processes have to bend and adapt because of that. And then in the same time, we're helping them achieve their objectives and their goals in marketing, but also moving them down this roadmap that I talked about. And our ideal customer is where we do a really good job in Europe, and that opens up the door for global discussions with that customer, and that happens on a fairly regular basis with us. And that's where it gets exciting for us, because we can influence at a higher level and allow much more consistency across the globe. And ultimately, the success of the customer will grow because of that. It is, and we see that's part of our alignment piece, in that ownership of the technologies, ownership of the processes, and to a certain extent ownership of the budgets as well, are different depending on the customer that we talk to. But certainly with this move towards centralization, I think we're seeing that we need to influence some of the US owners, or at least stakeholders, even if we're doing things in Europe or specific to EMEA, we have to influence over there. And that's how we help our customers as well, in that we know how to align these functions across the globe, and we can actually assist in doing that, helping them make the business case, helping them get the budget, helping them get the momentum behind changes that they want to do over here by influencing the right people in the States. And we've had a lot of experience in that, and it just helps oil the wheels, I guess is the phrase. And that's around the need for marketing to measure everything they do. Ultimately, their contribution to pipeline is what business expectations are for marketing measurement, and the ability to do that at local level, at field level, at regional level, and then to roll it up to global level is another challenge that we have in the customer base. But that challenge can be met by making sure that there's a consistency of approach globally, as long as you're comparing apples to apples from one region to another, and you're actually creating similar KPIs that can be rolled up to global, and you have the systems that allow you to put those measurements in place. Ultimately, you're 90% of the way there, and we spend a lot of time, usually at the beginning of our engagements with new clients, talking about measurements, talking about KPIs, talking about how success is measured. Because without those measurements, and sometimes without a baseline of how they are now, it's very difficult for them and for us, to be honest, to prove incremental improvement over time.